This is Chris McDaniels. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on all my social media accounts, so I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 1 predictions. So here we go discussing about Night 1. My predictions for Night 2 will be uploaded soon. If you got to, just go watch that as well. I'm making two separate videos because there is a lot of matches to talk about. So let's go ahead and talk about Night 1, where they got 7 matches on the card. The first match we are going to be talking about, it will be the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther versus Jey Uso one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, in my opinion, I think this match will open WrestleMania, which it should, in my opinion. But I think this match will be a really good match between these two guys. Now, obviously, the feud was lackluster for like the first month or so, that ever since Jay won the Rumble, but now this feud has been picking up where Jimmy got bloodied up and all that stuff. And yeah, in my opinion, Jey Uso needs to defeat Gunther. There is nothing else, because if Gunther wins, Jay's buried, in my opinion. After that, he shouldn't go for the world title anymore if he does lose, because he already done lost like multiple world title matches. In my opinion, he should not be losing this one. So I think Jey Uso should defeat Gunther and become the new World Heavyweight Champion at Night 1 of WrestleMania. The next match that we're going to be talking about, it will be Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano one-on-one. Now, yeah, it sucks that Chad Gable is not wrestling at WrestleMania. This is the second year in a row that this man's not wrestling at WrestleMania, and it's bullshit. But I think that Rey Mysterio should pick up the win. Now, it would be great to see El Grande Americano pick up the win on his WrestleMania debut, but I don't see that happening, because I see this feud coming to an end and then El Grande getting unmasked. So that's what I think is going to be happening. Rey Mysterio picking up the win over El Grande Americano at WrestleMania. The next match we're going to be talking about, it will be Jade Cargill versus Naomi one-on-one. Now, this match, it's kind of tough to see who's going to become the winner, because Jade Cargill needs to kind of get like that redemption over Naomi for laying her out and keeping her out of action for like the past couple months. But Naomi just turned heel, so in my opinion, I think Naomi should be the one to defeat Jade Cargill and pick up the win at WrestleMania Night 1. So yeah, that's my pick right there. Naomi defeating Jade Cargill at WrestleMania this year. The next match we're going to be talking about, it will be the United States Champion LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu one-on-one for the United States Championship. Now, in my opinion, even though like Jacob Fatu is really awesome, I really love what he does in the ring and, you know, on the mic and all that stuff, I gotta say that, in my opinion, I think LA Knight is going to be the one coming out as the winner, because I can see some things happening. I can see Solo and Tama Tonga costing Jacob Fatu the match by accident, and then we get to that feud with Jacob Fatu and Solo, so I can see that happening. So, and Jacob Fatu needs, you know, he's going to have to lose eventually, and yeah, I think that would be a good way for him to lose, is like Solo and Tama costing him the match, and the LA Knight picking up win that way. So that's what I see happening there. LA Knight defeating Jacob Fatu to retain the United States Championship. The next match that we're going to be talking about, it will be the WWE World Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders, versus Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day, in a tag team match for the WWE World Tag Team Championships. Now, I gotta say, the New Day is going to have to win. The New Day, you know, turned heel back in December, and they had a hell of steam going into the new year, you know? And then, in my opinion, the steam kind of like went out a little bit, because, you know, they started losing matches and all that. But I think that the New Day needs to win, because I think the heel turn can get revived once again, and then the New Day pick up the win, and then they can run the tag team division as heels once again, like they did back in 2015. I think they can do the same thing. So, in my opinion, I think the New Day needs to walk out as the new World Tag Team Champions and defeat the War Raiders for those titles at WrestleMania Night 1. The next match we're going to be talking about, it will be the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair one-on-one for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, I think this match will definitely be amazing. I can see a couple outcomes coming out of this match. I can see Tiffany Stratton picking up the win, because, she picked up the win over the veteran and all that. I can see that happening. But, in my opinion, I think they're going to go with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, not going to lie, has been looking a little bit better than Tiffany Stratton in this feud, and I think that'll probably be the better decision because they can drag out this feud. This is going to be their first ever one-on-one match against each other, and I can see Charlotte Flair winning the championship because not only she'll get up there again, going up to Ric Flair's record as 16-time world champion, but it will give Tiffany Stratton the chance to have that babyface chaser, where she could chase after the women's championship. So I would say that's going to be happening there. Charlotte Flair defeating Tiffany Stratton to become the new WWE Women's Champion. And then the next match we're going to be talking about, it will be the main event of Night 1 WrestleMania. It will be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, with Paul Heyman at ringside in the triple threat match at WrestleMania 41 Night 1. So yeah, this is going to be the main event right here. This match, not going to lie, is tough to predict who's going to be the winner in this one, because I can see Roman winning it, I can see CM Punk winning it, and shoot, I can even see Seth Rollins winning it as well. I can see a lot of outcomes in this match, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. So we're going to be talking about Seth Rollins. Obviously, Seth Rollins could win it because he gets that favor from Paul Heyman. If Paul Heyman can use the favor or whatever, and Seth Rollins could win. I can see Seth Rollins winning and then possibly joining The Rock and John Cena with their faction going into heading out for WrestleMania. I can see that happening. Or I can see Roman Reigns picking up the win as well, like he always does. Or I can see CM Punk winning, which, in my opinion, I think that would be the best option to do. I wouldn't turn Seth Rollins heel yet. I'll keep the favor out of this with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. In my opinion, I think that favor can be used some other time. In my opinion, I think CM Punk should be the one to defeat Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And then CM Punk can move on to the world title picture while Seth Rollins is feuding with Roman Reigns. So, yeah, I can see that happening right there. CM Punk defeating Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in the main event of WrestleMania 41 Night 1. So that's my prediction there. That was my predictions for WrestleMania 41 Night 1. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. And subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels. And follow me on all my social media accounts. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for doing my WrestleMania 41 Night 2 prediction. So, yeah. That'll be uploaded soon. See you guys later. Till then.